ID Hot Wheels Corgi Sierra, refinished to resemble my 1:1 scale Mk1 Escort. Jack,
all right.
Great to see you again. As I say, this would have been a rich man's Mk2 Cortina, you could
Definitely,
say.
yeah.
Rocking at MH decals.
I really like the valves in, yeah.
Check out what's been going on with the Mk1 Fiesta. The engine bay on this one is empty as well.
It's all rotten in here.
Let's have a look at the bling bits. Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Marcus Hayes, and today I want to start with an update on my model car cabinet, because over the last week or so I've had some goodies through the post. Now if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you would have seen these latest updates, but I wanted to give the guys that sent me them a shout out on the channel as well. And I'm going to start down here with this really cool Hot Wheels Mk1 Escort. Never actually seen one in this colour, and this is one of the ID Hot Wheels. I'm not a mad collector, but I think they're just a bit rarer. They come in this special box, and yeah, really glad to add that to my collection. I do need to rearrange this cabinet, so this will probably end up the top with all my other Hot Wheels. But yeah, what came through the post with this is this Corgi Sierra, which, as you can see, has got a Golden Wonder livery, which is obviously the Crisp brand. So yeah, really cool to add those two to my collection. And those models were sent to me by a guy called Connor. So massive thanks to you if you're watching. Now the other addition is up the top here. I have rearranged this a little bit just to get this up here, but yeah, check this out. I think this was a Hot Wheels model as well, but it's been refinished to resemble my 1:1 scale Mk1 Escort that I like to call Esther. Been repainted Olympic blue. All the black bits like the handles and bumpers have been painstakingly painted black, and it's even had the bonnet and boot wrapped in carbon fibre effect. So yeah, really cool. And that must have taken ages to repaint like that, and a lot of patience and a very steady hand. And that Mk1 Escort model was sent to me by a guy called Thomas Duffy, so massive thanks to you, mate. Now Thomas Duffy is at Duffy's Diecast on Instagram. Definitely go and check out his Instagram and give him a follow. You'll see loads of other projects that he's done that are similar. Yeah, very talented man, and if you need a custom model done for yourself, then definitely get in touch with Duffy's Diecast and let them know I sent you. But yeah, really need to rearrange this cabinet or get another one. No. Anyway, today, me and my beautiful girlfriend Kat are hitting the road again to go and check out some cool cars. So let's jump in Roger the Plastic Fiesta and hit the road. All right, so today we're going to see Jack Howe. And I think Jack was the first person I went to see when I started heading out to make videos on other people's cars. That was just over 2 years ago, and he showed us around his 2 classic Fords, one of which he actually owns with his dad Rick. Now the last time I met up with Jack was when he came to the Mk2 Mitch meet last year, and I gave him a passenger ride in Esther, my Mk1 Escort that day, which he seemed to enjoy. And I think that was the last outing for one of his cars, which he's now stripped completely apart and started restoring. I've been really enjoying keeping up with progress of that restoration on Jack's social media, and I'm really looking forward to checking out what he's been up to in more detail today. Jack,
You all right?
great to see you again. Thanks
too.
for inviting us round
That's
to
all right. No
see what you've been
problem.
up to.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, massive thanks for jumping on our Patreon as well.
all
Really
right.
appreciate that. In fact, you was the winner of the latest Patreon competition
Yeah,
to
thanks
win
for
the
that, yeah. I'm very surprised I won, but there you are.
Escort Owners Calendar.
Yeah, I got that, yeah.
Yeah, nah, cool. Now, the last time we met up, it was at Mk2 Mitch's meet.
Yeah.
And I know that was the last outing for your Mk1 Fiesta.
It was, yes.
Which we'll have a look at in a minute.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, let's talk about the other project, the 1600E Mk2 Cortina. Now, I absolutely love these things. These were sort of the top of the range Mk2 Cortinas, you could say. And you were saying that this one's actually quite a rare one?
Yeah, this is a Series 1 1600E. It was only for about a year that was in production for. That's what makes it quite rare. Most of them are Series 2 now, so.
These are Ross-style wheels, right?
Yeah, they're Ross styles.
Yeah. And one thing I absolutely love about these is in the interior, the luxury wood on top of the doors and on the dash. Steering wheel's really cool as well, wooden gear knob. But yeah, really sort of luxurious. As I say, this would have been a rich man's Mk2 Cortina, you could say.
Definitely, yeah.
Check out those extra dials at the top of the dash there as well. Yeah, really, really cool place to be. Now the outside is wearing some patina, and you're saying that you're going to be keeping that.
Yeah, for now, it will stay like that.
Yeah, I can see that you're rocking an MH decal on this rear door as well. Massive thanks for that.
It's all right.
It's got the E badge up here, similar to what the 1300E Escorts have actually. But yeah, these things are so cool. Now this has actually been on the road since the last time I came to see Jack, but it's not on the road now because the engine's out of it. So hopefully I'll get a passenger ride in this one day. There's Jack's Instagram as well. Definitely go and give him a follow. Yeah, as I mentioned on the way down there, I've been keeping up to date with what he's been up to on his Instagram, mainly to do with the Fiesta.
Oh, yeah.
Love the rear end of these cars as well, with the squared off lights and stuff. There's the Cortina 1600E badge. Yeah, awesome car. But most of the work that Jack's been up to on this car since we last come down here is in the engine bay. Engine's been removed. You can still see the exhaust manifold hanging there. Really cool that these have a bag for the washer bottle. And yeah, you were saying that the engine bay also isn't going to be getting
staying as it is.
resprayed. But the engine itself is getting a freshen up. So yeah, let's see what's been going on there. Right, so this is the bottom end, obviously, that come out of the Cortina. Still got all the
pistons in it,
and stuff. And yeah, that will be getting a refresh.
Yes.
But I know you have actually already started sort of rebuilding.
Yeah, I've started doing little
head.
bits to it. Yeah, the cylinder head's over there.
You've already relapped the valves.
Yeah, I've
and
relapped
stuff.
the valves in, yeah. I'm just waiting for some assembly lube to turn up, and then they'll go back in and I'll get the cylinder head resprayed, then it can be bolted back on.
Yeah, you can see the sort of marks there where he's relapped the valves in using the paste stuff. You can see all the valves laid out in order, ready to put back into the cylinder head. And over here is the sump off of that engine. And you're saying that someone in the past has obviously cross-threaded the bung.
Basically what they've done was they welded a nut. So they welded a nut around there. And then when they're screwed in, you can see it's all knackered, all there.
Yeah.
And it kept leaking. So basically we've got to get it fixed now.
Yeah.
Should be all right.
Well, at least it's not like rotten or
It's
excessively dented.
It's just there. It's just...
Yeah.
But there you are.
But yeah, it's crazy how the Cortinas have a front bowl, whereas like an Escort Crossflow would have a rear bowl to get around the crossmember. That's because these have a steering box, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that it there?
There, yeah.
It's a steering box there, like instead of a steering rack. Really interesting. So that's the 1600E Cortina. But to be honest, I'm more excited to check out what's been going on with the Mk1 Fiesta. All right, so here is Jack's Mk1 Fiesta that we also saw last time we come down here. And it was always quite a solid one.
Yeah.
But you've decided to take it apart and make it perfect.
Yeah, we're trying to anyway.
As you can see, the engine bay on this one is empty as well, but more about that in a minute. I've got to show you guys this interior, which Jack admits he doesn't think is exactly beautiful.
No.
But he's determined to keep this thing original, so it is staying. I think it's quite cool, to be honest. But yeah, this gives me memories of my Mk1 Fiesta back in the day. I remember the clock and the radio like this before I cut it out and put an aftermarket one in. Oh, that dash looks familiar as well, and the steering wheel. These things are so cool. And I remember on here I had a little model, little miniature version. That's enough reminiscing for me. Yeah, Mk1 Fiestas are such a cool shaped car. This one's sitting on the original 12-inch rims. Well, at the back anyway. Still got all its chrome on the bumpers and stuff. Awesome. But most of the work has been going on here. Yeah. Now, you was saying that it's had a bit of welding on the front end.
Basically, it was all rotten in here. So I was going to get it repaired, but it was just too much hassle, so I got another wing, I took it off. There was some welding that needs to be done on the inner wing. That's been sorted now. That's all cut out and done properly. So I got another wing. My mate's a panel beater, and he welded it on for me, and it did come out all right.
Yeah.
For an aftermarket wing, it's all right.
And this side you got away with?
That side I got away with. He had to do a little bit of welding here, just in there, and she's done quite a good job on. Yeah.
But this engine bay will be getting freshly painted, unlike the Cortina.
No, this will be like mint.
Yeah. Cool. No, I think it's really cool that you're keeping it standard as well. It's so tempting just to throw, you know, a Z-Tech in it or whatever.
Might be for some people, but not for me.
Yeah, no, it's good. Fair play to you, man. And I can see like the front valance and stuff is already sort of stripped and primered.
Yeah, I primed that so it didn't rust.
Yeah, and you were saying that this front valance had quite a lot of layers of paint on it.
I say it had about a mil paint on it.
Yeah.
Where someone hand painted it and they probably put another layer on it every year or something. It must have been. It was so thick of paint on there.
That's right. You'd rather have loads of paint there than sort of loads of filler hiding holes. Yeah. That's awesome. Now, once this is freshly painted and you've got the engine put back in, which I've seen pictures of, it's going to look awesome. It's going to be one of the best ones out there, I think. You're lucky that, you know, it's not rotten. Like, you know, sometimes you end up finding real horrors. Yeah. And this is really solid. You can see, like, the chassis legs and stuff. See, a lot of them are, like, hanging in areas like this. And over here, obviously. And you were saying that this is one of the first ones.
One of the first Mk1 Fiestas this was, yeah.
Just an R-Reg,
1977, March 1977, so it is one of the earliest.
I like the colour as well. You were saying this is Bermuda blue,
Bermuda blue, yeah. Start the old police car blue.
Yeah. All right, Jack, let's have a look at the bling bits you've got.
Oh, the bling bits, yeah. Let's go and have a look.
Check these bits out. All right, Jack, talk me through the endless hours and hours of work that this thing's seen.
I spent hours and hours and hours on this, literally. I reckon, because I had a week off work and I've been doing it weekends, so it took me about 2 months in total, I would say, adding it all up. New gaskets, so stainless steel bolts all round. It just took ages. I'm happy with the result, though.
Yeah, no, it looks good. So you've literally stripped it all back, painted the block.
Painted the block, everything.
Everything's been painted. This water pipe, the manifold, new water pump, obviously.
New water pump.
All these pulleys have been painted. The thermostat housing, the rocker cover's been really nicely painted. As you say, all new fixings and stuff. You're saying you haven't touched the carb yet, but that's just because it runs so sweet. It runs so sweet, I don't want to interfere with that. I just left it alone. But yeah, around this side, I can just about get around there. You can see inlet manifold's been painted, the fuel pump, mint oil pump, brand new Motorcraft filter. Just everywhere you look, it is literally better than it would have been brand new. And I really like how mint the gearbox is as well. You've given that a lick of paint. Yep. Fresh clutch in there. Yep. And a resurfaced flywheel. I saw you mention that on your social media.
Yes, I had a resurfaced flywheel.
It's mint. Imagine how good this is going to look in a freshly painted engine bay. And the Cortina engine, you're going to freshen up like this as well?
I think that's where it's heading, yeah. It wasn't supposed to.
It's addictive, isn't it?
It was literally just supposed to be the front and rear seal supposed to be changed, but yeah, I just can't help myself.
Yeah.
Seeing that like that, I thought, I can do it again.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I actually think it will look pretty cool because you're not planning to repaint the engine bay on the Cortina, so it's going to look mad, like having a fresh engine like, in a Cortina engine bay.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'll look cool. But nah, this is really special, man. Quality. And this is the original engine from the car as well. Yeah. Pucker. Now, I know the blingy bits don't stop there.
No. No, it's endless, really, to be honest.
So let's head over to Jack's parts shelf. So yeah, as you can see, on these shelves here, we've got loads of really fresh looking parts that Jack's very kindly unwrapped so that we can have a look at. So yeah, what we got here then?
Well, to start, these brake parts, these are the original ones from the car. Well, I didn't want to put copper ones on it, so I spent hours and hours refurbing the original ones. And the back ones are in my bedroom. So I don't want them to get damaged.
And they would have been green originally,
Yeah,
right?
they would have been green, yeah. So that's the other one. Yeah, so I've got the other ones upstairs. They're all the calipers that have been resprayed and the carriers. I rebuilt the master cylinder. Fully rebuilt that with all new seals and everything. So
yeah, pucker.
Cleaned all that up.
Yeah, it looks brand new, man.
That's the aim anyway, to make it look brand new.
Yeah.
I've got to do the rad at some point.
Oh, that's the rad at the back there, yeah.
Yeah, I've got to do that. I don't know if I damaged the core, because when I was sanding it down, I hit it, and I'm not sure if I put a hole in it. Oh, right. So I don't know if I've damaged it or not. So, yeah, the cowling I want to redo again, so I'm not happy with that. Yeah. So that's got to be redone. The grille, that's one of them things I'll do when the car's like sort of back together. Yeah. So I'm not worried about that at the moment. I've done these arms, I resprayed them, put new bushes in.
What are they? Are they trailing arms?
Yeah, the trailing arms for it. Yeah, I put new bushes in them as well. Yeah. Redone these as well. Resprayed all these up.
What's that? Is that a tyre rod?
A tyre rod, yeah. I will get bushes for it. And I've got to get rubber ones, but I cannot find them anywhere.
You're not looking to put poly bushes?
No, I refuse poly bushes. I don't like them.
That's the extent this man is going to in terms of keeping it original.
If anyone's got any Mk1 Fiesta tyre rod bushes, I'd be interested, genuine ones.
Oh, you heard the man. Just get in touch with me or Jack.
They've got to be rubber as well. Yeah. No poly bushes. This shelf here, this is where the time's really been spent. All right. These took 8 hours. Well, again, I think this took me a whole week, this one.
That's a drive shaft, obviously.
Yeah, that's the drive shaft. I put new boots on it, filled them up with grease, painted all the shafts and all the weight. I painted new bolts in it. Again, it's done the same here. None of this stuff's new. It's all been refurbished by me. Yeah. So.
That's awesome, man.
It's got a little bit of dust on it, but when it's cleaned up, it looks good.
And then that's the other one. That's the other one, they have like one long one and one short one, don't they? Yeah.
That's the cradle there.
Oh yeah, engine cradle.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm happy with that. I'm not sure if I want to do it again because it's not shiny enough for me. Because the paint I used, I don't know what was wrong with it, but it just didn't give it this finish. I wanted this finish, but it gave it that finish.
All right. No, that looks like satin black.
Yeah, it should be gloss black.
Whereas you want gloss.
Yeah, I've done everything gloss, but the paint I used a different make and it didn't.
They've accidentally, obviously, got satin black and it's labelled as a gloss.
That I'm not happy with. It really wound me up when it dried.
You won't see it when the engine's sitting on top of it.
Yeah, I know, but it's just not right. It's just not right. I've done the fan as well. Got a new... I had to put a new blade on it because the other one got damaged. Actually, I will confess I had to buy a new motor as well. Oh. Because basically, the fan got seized on it and I tried to take it off. But then when I tried to get the fan off, it broke it all apart. So I just got this new old stock one. I painted it. Got these hubs as well that I've done. New wheel bearings in there. I've hand painted. Well, I hand painted these. Yeah. Because obviously it's going underneath, so it'll give it a bit of a tougher. Yeah, yeah. So I hand painted them in gloss black. I've got the steering rack back here as well. This was another bit that took time. New travel ends on it. Yeah. New bolts. Cleaned all the tie rods up. Painted them bits. New bolts. Greased it all up in. So you're supposed to put oil in these, but I put grease in it. All right. New boots. Again, new track ends.
That's mint. Would they have been silver originally? Or
I think, I'm not sure they're black, but I wanted to go silver.
yeah, I suppose it like contrast against.
Yeah, but I wanted to go silver. I think silver would look better than black.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks alright, so.
That looks mint.
Let's get this back in here.
Don't scratch it.
No, I'll be annoyed.
And I can see that's the gearbox linkage, is it? Yeah.
Did get a little bit scratched, but it'll be under the car, so
yeah,
I'm not too fussed. So that's all refurbished, greased up and everything.
Yeah.
It looks alright.
It's going to be loads of fun bolting all these shiny bits on once you get
To be honest, I'm quite excited to bolt it all together because it'll be satisfying.
That's the most fun bit of the project.
Yeah, it'll be satisfying, but I don't think I'm going to drive it anywhere.
That's the problem.
I think I'll be scared to go for a puddle. Just one of them things.
Nah, just take it out only in the summer, don't you?
Yeah, and it goes out in the summer anyway.
Yeah. No, I think these brake pipes, I'm really impressed with them.
Well, they're like trying to sand down a snake. Because they're especially the ones front to back, because they're like, well, from there to like the car.
Yeah, it's all like one piece, isn't it? Yeah.
There's two of them as well.
Yeah. But, you know, steel pipes are better than copper. Mine are copper on my cars. I made them myself, but it is better to have steel.
Well, they're the original ones that the car come with. So that's
I mean, the only bad thing about the steel ones, they go rusty, but obviously they're not rusty.
They won't rust, because they've got so much paint and prime on them now, they won't rust.
Yeah.
I've got new ball joints and stuff ready to go. Yeah. They're the, actually I've forgotten what these are. I think these are the drive shaft, the drive shaft covers.
All right.
So I've got new brake pipes in there, new flexies, new ball joints in there. I'm going to get new discs and pads for it.
Yeah, of course.
Might as well.
No, this stuff's seriously impressive, man. Got a couple of seats up here, and Jack's actually wondering what car they came out of. If any of you guys know, let us know in the comments. We're thinking either Mini or possibly some sort of Vauxhall. Jack's dad reckons they might be. Yeah, I haven't got a clue, to be honest. Also, got a couple of arch repair panels over here, and neither of us can figure out what they're off of. Although Jack seems to think they might be Sierra. It's actually not easy to show you the shape of them either because they're silver, but yeah, if anyone knows what these arches are for, do let us know. And whatever they are, if they're useful to any of you lot, Jack's definitely willing to get rid of these. If they're Ford, then you'll sell them. Yeah. Because Fords always need rear arches. All right, Jack. Well, massive thanks again for inviting us down.
That's all right.
Really, really enjoyed checking out what you've been up to.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Absolutely loving what you're doing with this thing in particular.
Yeah, it's taking time.
But I know the Cortina's keeping you busy as well.
Yeah, that's took me away from this for a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing both of them come together on your social media, of course.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated.
And as I say, I will leave links to Jack's social media in the description. Definitely go and give him a follow. But yeah, other than that, we're going to get out your way and hope you enjoy the rest of your day, man.
Yeah, you too.
And I'll see you at some car meets in the summer.
Definitely.
It's no secret that I love to modify my classic Fords. Some would say that I like to ruin my classic Fords, but you've got to respect Jack for being so determined to keep his classic Ford standard. And that Mk1 Fiesta in particular looks like it's going to come out even better than new. I'm very much looking forward to keeping up to date with what Jack's doing with the Fiesta and the Cortina on his social media, and I'm sure we'll be catching back up with Jack at some car meets in the summer later on in the year. I'm really enjoying getting out and about at the moment, filming other people's cars and leaving my cars alone for the time being. So if you've got a really cool old school car, or if you and a few mates have got a few old school cool cars that you want to get featured on this channel, just drop me an email to marcushayesuk@gmail.com and let me know what you've got, and we'll arrange a date and I'll come round with my camera. That's all I've got for this video though, so if you did think it was any good, please do give it a thumbs up and a share. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Click subscribe if you're new to keep up to date with all my future uploads, and check the links in the description to follow me on social media. I'll leave a link to my own website down there where you can not only get your hands on some official Marcus Hayes merchandise, but you can also now order parts for your car through my website. I'll also leave my email address in the description for anyone who wants to contact me. Massive, massive thanks as always to all my patrons for your ongoing support. But other than that, until next time, from me and my beautiful girlfriend Kat, thanks for watching.